Hey everybody, and welcome to Rise and Grind. We have 5 new articles. Let's drop them in chat here. We'll be reading Biden will meet with auto workers president today in Illinois, or on Thursday. So there's something with the auto workers. I hadn't heard about this. I'm not surprised that he's going to be a union busting fuck like they did to the rail workers that like tried to strike and get better like wages and other things and better protections. So we'll see what's happening there. There was a discovery of 30,000 ancient Roman coins. Interesting. Like when there's new wrecks discovered like this, it like changes like what we think about things. So that'll be fun. China digging a deep well that is over 3,000 feet deep. I'm sad that we have to dig so deep, but like the technology behind digging such a deep well is pretty interesting. Want to read about that? Wait, what? Why isn't this article here? God damn it. Let's search for this article. The actual article, please. Real clear science. Click. Read full article. Click. What the hell is happening? God, I hate the internet so much. The modern internet is so bad. Okay, here's the article. Good. We're set up for that one. On the next one, it's the fight against tuberculosis bounces back after pandemic, but tuberculosis remains one of the world's biggest killers, says the WHO. Let's learn some more about tuberculosis. Don't get it. It's really bad for you. Yeah, turning off the internet and back on again. Remember when we thought it would be the bastion of the best information? What? Why are these articles so bad? One of the things here is the most heavily restricted places in the world. I'd love to know more about this. This is like really interesting to me. I think I know about some of them. Like we have a seed vault where we put all of the seeds of the world up like in a frozen north, you know, way far away from everything. Like that's like pretty interesting, but let's get started. I'll put this in chat. Link. Smeggles, good morning. Hello. Rising and grinding. First article. Biden will meet with United Auto Workers president in Illinois on Thursday. I don't know what's happening with the auto workers. I assume like we're just not paying people enough money. Like beholden to shareholders is the worst phrase that has ever been around since before my lifetime for sure, but like, ugh. Can we be beholden to employees so employees actually can do something? Like people who are shareholders already have plenty of money. Why do they need more money? Anyways, President Joe Biden on Thursday will meet in Belvidere, Illinois, with the head of the United Auto Workers Union, where 2 leaders are expected to highlight plans to reopen an auto factory that Stellantis wanted to close. Okay, so it's over a moving of a factory, probably, offshore. White House official confirmed the meeting on the condition of anonymity to preview Biden's trip to the region. Wait, what? I don't understand. The event will be an opportunity for Biden and UAW President Shawn Fain to publicly showcase tentative contract agreements that ended a nearly 45-day union strike that targeted General Motors, Ford, Stellantis, the makers of Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. The contracts, if approved by 146,000 union members in the coming weeks, would dramatically raise pay for auto workers. Pay people. Like, employees need money. Like, how do we like make the world better? Give people money. In the deal with Stellantis, the union was able to save the idled factory in Belvidere, a small city of 25,000 on the northern edge of the state. Biden made it a mission to cultivate a personal relationship with Fain, inviting him to a private Oval Office meeting on July 19th, and called him last week to wish him happy birthday. The UAW has yet to endorse Biden, as members have yet to fully approve the contracts, making the union one of the major holdouts, as other labor organizations have backed the Democratic president. I think they're holding out, but they're not going to back a Republican president. Like, that can't possibly happen. They just hold out on it. Like, it's kind of a nothing holdout, it seems like. Governor will also attend the meeting on Thursday. Governor Pritzker. Bloomberg News first reported that Biden planned to meet with Fain, and then under the New Deal, Stellantis agreed to build a new gas-powered mid-size pickup truck in Belvedere, plus open a new electric vehicle. They're making more gas-powered vehicles. A new electric vehicle battery plant in that city. About 1,200 workers will be brought back to the idle plant, and another 1,300 will be added. All right, cool. So there was a big strike for 45 days that has now been broken to give workers more rights, like and more money. It's like, how do we like up retention at our company? Like, well, we up retention of our employees by paying them more and respecting them as people. How do we like get more productivity? Pay people more money. How do we like get, better recruits, better options for hiring? Pay people more money. Well, we have this full compensation package. Like when I worked at Starbucks, they talked about full compensation. We'll give you a bag of coffee beans a week. We'll give you free drinks while you're working or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but like I need money to eat and money to live. I can't like eat coffee beans. So pay people more money. Great article. Love to hear it. Cool. Put that in my notes as an article that we're working on. Great. The next one, this was 30,000 Roman coins found in a shipwreck. Amateur diver spotted something unusual peeking out of the sea on the coast of Italy. Turned out to be 30 to 50,000 ancient Roman bronze coins dating back to the 4th century. Italy's Ministry of Culture said it could point to a hidden shipwreck in the area. Cool. Diver made a rare discovery while exploring the seabed off the coast of Italy and found coins. The diver spotted something peeking out after sending a professional team of divers and archaeologists to investigate. Italy's Ministry of Culture confirmed that treasure trove contained 30 to 50,000 bronze coins. The Guardian reported this. Oh wow, there's a picture of it on the article that shows just like coins strewn everywhere. All the coins were found along with the remains of ancient Greek or Roman narrow-necked jugs and were remarkably well preserved. Only 4 of them were significantly damaged, though still legible. It's pretty good for coins after being underground for a long time, like less than 0.00001% or something like that. The location of the coins might indicate that there's an ancient shipwreck hidden somewhere nearby. I mean, there might be a shipwreck, but they could have just tossed us shit overboard. Who knows? So they'll have to explore the area further. In a press release that the region is a very fragile and constantly threatened by natural phenomena and human action. Okay, so like the area could have like, what's funny is like, oh, they'll have to explore it soon. Well, it hasn't been sitting there since like the 4th century. Oh, but we have to explore it soon. I'm confused. That was like a nice, hey, look, we found some coins. We found a piece of history. I don't know exactly what history, because maybe they can pinpoint to the wreck that was had there. Pretty fun. Pretty neat. Yeah, but Atlantis. Exactly. Next one. This one caught my eye. China is digging a 10,000 meter hole. I think it's like 3 miles or something. This is probably for drilling oil, which is like, ugh, God, can we stop just burning oil? But found this one. On Tuesday, Chinese scientists began drilling a hole in the Earth's crust that will be 10,000 meters or 32,808 feet deep for scientific research. Oh, it's for research. Well, that's way better. Great. I saw the title of this, was like, God, it's for like more oil. Set to both China's deepest borehole and Asia's deepest well, the hole is located in the Tarim Basin. Where's the Tarim Basin? Which is the northwest of the country's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Oh, Uyghur. Man, I'm bad at pronunciation, so I'm probably butchered that. Put it in the comments or the chat that, like, what's up. It provides a landmark in China's deep Earth exploration, providing an unprecedented opportunity to study areas of the planet deep beneath the surface, a man stated in the video shared by the news agency. Cool. In the video, the scientist named Liu Xiaogang, man, that's a rough one, who is part of the China National Petroleum Corporation, Chinese largest state-owned oil producer, leading the project. There are two purposes for the borehole. One is scientific exploration. The other is find oil and gas. I knew it! Assholes. Oil and gas, boo. State-owned oil refiner Sinopec is also involved in this project. According to the article on China's International Energy Network, it has created deep earth technology to help scan and drill through the earth, saying that the goal is to drill through underground Mount Everest in 100 days. I mean, that's pretty crazy. The well depth, the depth of the well is 624 meters higher than Everest. Wow. Alex, how you doing? What's good? We're reading articles about how they're digging a 10,000 meter hole in China to do scientific research, and they're like, oh yeah, and also for gas and oil. And it's like, yeah, no shit, you assholes. But it's kind of cool that we have the technology to dig a hole deeper than Everest, like, is what they're saying here. Because welcome to Rise and Grind. We're rising and grinding. According to Xinhua News, the equipment, including drilling bits and drill pipes weighing more than 2,000 tons. Yeah, to get the like drill that deep. Hey, Alex in chat says, what encouraged you to do this? Oh, definitely money. Well, what if it ruins the planet? Yeah, but money. But what if it ruins everyone's happiness and it gives everyone cancer? Money. What's funny you say that, because in my previous article that we read about was the autos worker unions where they're paying people more money. Yeah, pay people money. Pay people money. Anyways, 2,000 tons or 4 million pounds will enter more than 10 layers of Earth, including the Cretaceous layer, which was formed about 145 to 66 million years ago. I hope they're taking core samples as they're drilling. I hope the core samples that they're like drilling out are going back to the surface for like, you know, figuring out like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Currently, the biggest borehole in the world is 12,000 meters or 40,000 feet. It's called the Kola Super Deep Borehole. This hole, which was made between 1970 and 1979, is located in Oblast, Russia. Okay, so we have done this before. This is not like groundbreaking technology in the sense that like, but it sounds like we haven't done something this extreme in a while, and we have better technology now to do it. I would like to see like a follow-up article at some point in time of like, what did they find? What did they do? Or all of that. Yeah, exactly. The Kola, K-O-L-A, super deep borehole. I'm not going to tell you about it. It'll probably bore you. There you go. This guy gets it. Put this in my notes. Save the link for later because we had put it in chat, and we'll move on to the next one. This one is interesting. This is about fighting tuberculosis. Fight against tuberculosis bounces back after pandemic, but TB remains one of the world's biggest killers, says WHO. Efforts to combat tuberculosis are bouncing back from disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, but the ancient disease remains one of humanity's biggest killers, and antibiotic-resistant strains are a looming public health crisis. Said the World Health Organization on Tuesday. They are urging politicians to follow through on commitments and consign? I think that's a typo. Consign TB to, consign. I believe, let's look up consign because maybe I don't know this word. Consign. Deliver a person's custody are typical in order for being sold. Send by public carrier. Assign, commit decisively or permanently. They're saying permanently commit it to history in this particular context. Consign, C-O-N-S-I-G-N. Hadn't seen that before. That's neat. Approximately 1.3 million people died from tuberculosis, a bacterial infection that often attacks the lungs, last year. Well, that's bad. We have COVID and TB. Not good. The WHO said in its annual report on the disease, down from estimates of 1.4 million last year and almost back to the levels of 2019. The figure makes tuberculosis one of humanity's biggest killers, a position that it has occupied for much of history, and in 2022 was the second leading cause of death from a single infectious agent right after COVID-19. People are still dying of COVID-19. COVID-19 is still the number one, like, big boy on the planet. But everyone's going, I'll just keep getting maimed by COVID over and over and over and over again. And caused almost twice as many deaths as HIV/AIDS. So tuberculosis worse than HIV/AIDS by a magnitude of 2. COVID still worse than tuberculosis. While global TB deaths have fallen 1/5 since 2015, the WHO said this is a far cry from the 75% reduction by 2025 it set out to end tuberculosis strategy. So setback. They were on a path and they were doing well, and we got set back by COVID. So now we want to like COVID and tuberculosis to like drive these numbers down as much as possible. As they say, they have a sizable backlog of people who developed tuberculosis in previous years but faced delays in getting treatment. Because like I believe tuberculosis is treatable, so we just need to get people the meds and then like quarantine the people who have it, and then tuberculosis, boom, gone. We just, hey, what's the reason we didn't do this? Money. Interesting. I didn't know that tuberculosis was still around, and that's interesting to see the layering of like what are the big health problems, where number 1 COVID, number 2 tuberculosis, and then in terms of like scale and magnitude, tuberculosis twice as bad as HIV/AIDS around the world. Yeah, Alex gets it in chat. Yeah, money. Hey, why didn't we help people? Why didn't we do things? Yeah, money. It's like, oh, why? There's more to this article. They have what we didn't know, tangent, big number, crucial quote, what to watch for. So if you would like to read more of the article, it will be in the notes, and I also put it in chat. Super interesting. I thought tuberculosis, I hadn't heard about tuberculosis in a long time. Want to know why? Because all we heard about was COVID. So COVID took the big scene, but now that like COVID, I don't even think it's been tamped down. It's still number 1. But we, redouble our efforts to the things that are around, because it all got put on hold in 2019 I think was the thing. Yeah, and then where's the article? This one, the final article that we're going to read today, and this caught my eye as well too, and I think it's super neat. I try to stay away from violence in articles that we read, because like there's like, if you want to go read news articles, there's so much violence out there. Let's steer clear of violence as best as possible and read about other things that are happening in the world, because the mainstream media just loves to like get people riled up. So for this one, let's see here. Oh, I see. God, why does it do this? This, copy, paste. Try this link in chat, and then we click it as well to test the link. Well, everyone can get here. Assassination, death, protest, terrorist attack. Yeah, violence. Yeah. Violence sells. And Alex, again, your comment, and I'm never going to forget this. Why? Money. Getting people also riled up and hating everything. My biggest thing for myself and my own mental health is having things to look forward to. And one of the things I look forward to is literally doing this show and literally doing Rise and Grind and literally finding articles that are not just like hate filled. Go build something. So the thing I want to build is a community and a show and this and these other things. So I'm trying to live my values of like, go build something. Great. Anyways, I could rant more, and we will rant more later. Back to focus on the thing at hand, which is rising and grinding. A little sip of coffee first. Oh yeah, 10 of the most restricted places on the planet. Let's see here. For maximum security, military bases that supposedly don't exist to most dangerous borders on Earth. There are a lot of places in the world we simply cannot go. These restricted locations are either governmental facilities, treacherous places, or well-kept secrets. Luckily, we have the internet, so we can find out and learn about these locations that are off limits. Restricted areas also seem to sprout conspiracy theories, which makes them even more fascinating. I don't engage with conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are crap, and they lead people down a rabbit hole that are terrible. So don't engage with conspiracy theories ever. We're going to take a look at a list of 10 of the most restricted places on Earth. Number 10. ISE Issei Grand Shrine in Japan. The Grand Shrine is probably the holiest place in all of Japan. The shrine is a complex of various buildings dedicated to Shinto faith. It is also rumored to be the home of the sacred mirror, which is the holiest artifacts of the Shinto faith. Interesting, didn't know this existed. Every 20 years, the entire shrine is destroyed and then rebuilt, symbolizing death and rebirth. The reason it's so restricted, you ask? Well, only chief priests and priestesses of Japan's imperial family are allowed to enter. The vast majority will never be allowed to see what's inside. They have a couple pictures on here, and I'm sure there's more pictures around, but like, interesting that you like smash and rebuild every 20 years. The Vatican's secret archives. So the Vatican is the head of, is it Catholicism or something? I don't know. It's a city. Like something out of the Da Vinci Code, the Vatican is home to one of the most restricted places in the world, their secret personal archives. Now, it's a well-known fact that archives exist as you can view documents from them. You aren't really, but you can't go there. What makes them restricted is only high-ranking priests can gain access to the archives, which is probably one of the largest collections of ancient texts around. I'm also sure that they have some documents and other items down there that we don't know about. You know what? They also have to have people, like custodians, and people come clean the place from time to time, unless they make the priests do it. But ha ha ha, priests don't do any work. Good one. Oh, this is funny. The White House, number 8, the White House Situation Room. The Situation Room at the White House is essentially where the president and other high-ranking government officials meet for various reasons that concern high levels of security. They come to this room to discuss potential terror threats and oversee top-secret SecOps missions that go on unbeknownst to the general public. Also, if you get in that room, it's not good for you probably, because you have to be part of those meetings. So that's kind of a room you don't want to be in, would be my guess. North Sentinel Island is number 7 in the Bay of Bengal. I remember in King Kong when they initially get to the island and are met by vicious tribespeople that live there. Well, that's basically North Sentinel Island. Oh, I've heard of this place. They throw spears and everything at anyone that approaches. One of the last places in the world that doesn't have COVID or maybe microplastics, or we delivered microplastics to them through the fish. Located in the Bay of Bengal, the island is home to a small indigenous population known as the Sentinelese. Every time an explorer has come to the island, the indigenous people kill them, wound them, or scare them away. As soon as you dock a boat there, they will attack you. Smart. Other people suck. Researchers believe that this is the last group of humans that are untouched by modern society. Many people even think they have not discovered the ability to harness fire. What do you eat then? They're essentially living like how our ancestors lived 10,000 years ago. The island is officially part of India. However, they have established laws banning people from coming here and have abandoned all attempts to make contact with the population. We don't know much about these people besides they will kill you if you want to visit. I assume people will try to fly drones in there and fuck with them. Just leave them alone. Let them be. Let them do their thing. That's their thing. There are many times where people have tried to go take religion to them and that person rows up in a boat and they just get speared. So, number 6, Area 51, Southern Nevada. Well, we all know about Area 51. I'm pretty sure we know about this one. Pretty restricted. They tried to do a Area 51 raid years ago. So dumb. The military's like, can you just not? How about you not? Number 5, RAF Menwith Hill. What is this? Harrogate, England. Since we are on the topic of maximum security covert military bases, let's talk about RAF. This is a massive communications and intelligence satellite, or not, intelligence site that provides services to the United Kingdom and the United States. They monitor cell phones, satellites, where people are, all sorts of spa related stuff. So naturally you cannot come here as heavily guarded and shielded from prying eyes. There's a DMZ between North and South Korea. Yeah, don't end up there. I have a picture of it. We will see. I've seen videos of people running from North Korea to South Korea. Like, oh, get me out. So, ugh. Another one from Pyongyang, North Korea, is room 39. Top secret office and organization based out of North Korea. Since North Korea is so restricted as is, we don't know too much about this place. It essentially works as an organization that gathers currency from offshore accounts, illegal operations, counterfeiting schemes, and a variety of illicit activities that provide money for the ruling parties. Sounds like a literal supervillain, like kind of theme, like the latest Carmen Sandiego that was put up on Netflix, like that type of supervillain bullshit. Interesting. Number 2, Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, Bluemont, Virginia. Ooh, Virginia. Mount Weather is a secure command center in the United States. While it primarily serves as the home base for FEMA, it also doubles as a secure bunker. Basically, it was constructed during the Cold War as a place for the president and others to take refuge in case there was a nuclear war. It still is in operation today. However, you cannot gain access to it at all. No shit. There's also the one in Colorado that they put in the bottom of a mountain that is showed off in the movie War Games or something, which has not made this list, which is interesting. And this is the one I was talking about originally. Global Seed Vault. This is in Spitsbergen, Norway. I'm gonna butcher this so bad. Svalbard. Svalbard is a small archipelago located out in the Atlantic Ocean that is a territory of Norway. This is the most northern point in the world where civilization is maintained. There are more polar bears in Svalbard than humans. It's also home to the Global Seed Vault. This is what we're talking about. This facility is a backup plan if Earth were to get destroyed, as it contains seeds from practically every plant on the globe. It is extremely secure, and not even people/nations that have donated seeds can visit. One of the things is you'll see articles where it's like, oh, famine happened here or there, and then they take seeds out of the vault and send it over to that location. I assume they replenish the seeds and some other things, but yeah, super interesting. I'm glad to hear that exists. That sounds awesome. Alex in chat says DMZ kind of like between one nation wishing to bomb the other, and it's scary. Yeah, no, DMZ is like demilitarized zone. It's not good that those types of things have to exist, because I wish we could just be nice to each other. But anyways, I'm out of coffee and I'm out of articles. So thank you for being part of Rise and Grind. If you have articles you would like to submit, you can submit them in the Discord, in the comments, or in the chat. And we will see you next time.